Hello everyone, I am Dr. Ruchika and welcome to Creating Balance. Your cholesterol levels are an important indicator of your heart health, and most of the times cholesterol has been treated as an evil. But is cholesterol really that bad? Probably not. In fact, cholesterol is important to perform various vital functions by our body, like formation of certain hormones, synthesis of vitamin D, and also in digesting certain fatty foods. So cholesterol is actually very important for us. But which cholesterol is good and which is bad, this we will discuss in this video. So in this video, I will talk all about cholesterol and what is good cholesterol, what is bad cholesterol, and I will also explain certain ways by which you can increase your good cholesterol and decrease the bad cholesterol in your blood. So let's begin the video. Cholesterol is a waxy substance produced by the liver. Now, cholesterol is present in all our cells and has several important functions to perform. So, cholesterol is basically very essential for good health. But as our body produces cholesterol on its own, so we don't need much cholesterol in our diet. Cholesterol travels in our bloodstream being attached to certain kinds of proteins. And these proteins which carry cholesterol in our bloodstream are known as lipoproteins. Two important lipoproteins that carry cholesterol are low density lipoproteins and high density lipoproteins. First of all, let's talk about low density lipoproteins. The cholesterol attached to low density lipoproteins is known as LDL cholesterol or bad cholesterol. Most of your body's cholesterol is LDL cholesterol only, and increased levels of LDL cholesterol is found associated with the increased risk for heart diseases. Because more LDL cholesterol in your blood will actually build up on the inner walls of your blood vessels, and this buildup is known as plaque. And continuous deposition of plaque on the inner surface of your blood vessels for a longer duration of time will actually narrows down the blood vessels. So the blood supply to that particular organ will decrease. And if this plaque buildup is on the blood vessels that supply your heart, then blood supply to your heart will decrease, and this will lead to various heart issues. The next is high density lipoproteins. The cholesterol attached to high density lipoproteins is known as HDL cholesterol or good cholesterol. Now this cholesterol basically absorbs the other forms of cholesterol and carries them back to the liver, where this extra cholesterol is being broken down and removed from the body. So this HDL cholesterol is actually good for us, and high levels of HDL cholesterol in our blood is an indicator of decreased risk of heart diseases. Now, how can you actually measure the amount of cholesterol in your blood? A blood test known as lipid panel test or lipid profile test is useful in measuring the blood cholesterol levels. This test is basically done on an empty stomach, that is, you don't have to eat or drink anything except water for at least 9 to 12 hours before this test. So this test is preferably done on an empty stomach in the morning. This test basically explains about 5 important factors. First is total cholesterol, then second is LDL cholesterol or bad cholesterol, third is HDL cholesterol or good cholesterol, fourth is non-HDL cholesterol. Non-HDL cholesterol is total cholesterol minus HDL cholesterol. Your non-HDL cholesterol include LDL and other types of cholesterol such as VLDL, very low density lipoprotein cholesterol. The fifth factor is triglycerides. Triglycerides are another form of fat which are present in our blood, and they can also raise our risk for heart diseases, especially in women. Now, what are the optimum levels of cholesterol in our blood? For adults, the levels of LDL should be less than 100 mg per deciliter, and the levels of HDL for men should be more than 45 mg per deciliter, and for women the levels of HDL should be more than 50 mg per deciliter. To some extent, the people who have naturally high levels of HDL cholesterol are at a lower risk for heart attack and stroke. But it is not clear that whether these benefits holds true for people who increase their HDL levels by taking certain medications. Also, the medications used to lower the blood cholesterol levels are also found related to liver damage. So it is very important that you control your blood cholesterol levels with lifestyle changes only. The first lifestyle change, which is very important to balance cholesterol levels, is our diet. as our bodies produces cholesterol itself, so we don't need much cholesterol in our diet. So try to reduce the amount of foods that increase our cholesterol levels. And these foods include egg whites, animal proteins like mutton and chicken, and also milk products. They all increase our cholesterol levels, so try to reduce their quantity in our diet. Also try to quit saturated fats and trans fats. Now these fats are usually found in fried foods, cakes or cookies, etc. These fats also increases our LDL levels and decreases the good cholesterol levels or HDL levels. Smoking is also found associated to increase the LDL or bad cholesterol or decrease the good cholesterol in our bloodstream. Also try to reduce the amount of oils in your diet. You can have MUFA oils or monounsaturated fatty acid oils, which include mustard oil, olive oil or groundnut oil. These oils you can include to some extent, but try to avoid extra oils and totally avoid refined oils in your diet. You can include salads, more fruits and vegetables in your diet. You can also include almonds, walnuts and omega-3 fats. They are also good for your cholesterol levels and also for your heart health. The next lifestyle change is your physical activity levels. Besides helping you to lose weight, increased physical activity and exercise can help you to lower your triglyceride levels and increase your good cholesterol levels. Now, the benefits can be seen with as little as 60 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise each week. Now, the lifestyle changes like moving more, quitting smoking and improving your diet, which optimize your HDL levels, are known to reduce the risk of heart attack. But the medications which specifically increase the LDL levels in our blood have failed to show such benefits. So it is very important to improve our lifestyle. Now, besides changing your lifestyle, if you still find that your cholesterol levels are too high, then you must consult your doctor along with changing your lifestyle. That's it for today's video. Stay happy to stay healthy. Thank you very much for watching.